Hello everybody and welcome back, CDS here, bringing you the next episode of my Metroid Prime 2 Echoes Let's Play. Thank you guys so much for joining me again today on a wonderful episode of my Metroid adventures. So, in the last video, I took care of purifying some shit, grabbing some keys, grabbed the light suit, and a few more expansions. In this episode, we're going to be heading to the Agon Wastes to grab basically what's left of the power-ups, because they have the last power bomb, the last energy tank, the second to last missile expansion, and 2 of the Sky Temple keys. So pretty much this video is going to be all about the Agon Wastes, and if I can squeeze it in there, I'll also take care of Borbus Fog, and then we will go back to Sanctuary Fortress, grab the missile expansion that we are still missing there, and then call this good as far as the expansions are concerned, because that will be the last of them, of course. And then head our merry way to the final boss room in the dark version of the Sky Temple. Or the Great Temple, I should say. So first, what we're going to do is there is an energy tank inside of this room that we can now grab, that we have the Echo Visor. So let's go ahead and switch to that real fast. Hit that one there. Nope. Controller's fighting me. Alright, so there's another one there. And then there's this last one. Oops. And then inside of there is the last of the energy tanks. Boop, and mine. Alright, now that I have that, I'm going to go ahead and head to the no, not the Dark World. I don't need to head there just yet. I do still have the 2 keys. Let me go ahead and check my inventory real fast. Inventory, miscellaneous, Dark Temple keys, Sky Temple keys. So we have both of the Inghive keys and all 3 of the Temple Ground keys. Now we just need the other 4 keys. And of course the last of the expansions, obviously. I do not take kindly to things impeding my progress. Alright, so we gotta head back in here for the final time. And look how much different it looks in here now, that even with the disabled fog, along with just the storm not being present anymore. It looks like how I want, like, the world to look half the time. Just slightly cloudy, you know, no direct sunlight, periodic clouds, that kind of thing. Maybe it's because I live in a goddamn dirt ball that I don't like the fucking sun all the damn time, but I don't know. I digress. Alright, so now we've got... Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so there is a way to get the Dark Burst without needing to go into the Dark World, and I will go ahead and give that a shot for you guys. I will see if I can't show it off. It is a bit cumbersome, but there is a way to do it, so I'll give it my best shot and see if I can do it. So right here, this little bridge here would normally be used to break that boulder, go to a dark portal, go through a dark side world of this thing, come back on top, and then the Dark Burst is located directly above our heads, right over there. Right, there, if you can't see. Also, interesting little tidbit. I mentioned this in my top 5 favorite power-ups video. Subject Luminoth was blind, possibly from birth. Damaged cybernetic augmentation was present. A sonic imaging device enabled the subject to see the world around him. So in other words, Sonic Visor. So the Sonic Visor, Echo Visor, whatever, that was his weapon. That was actually his item. It was constructed for him. I say for him because he's the only character in the game that or the only body of Luminoth in the game that says that it was connected specifically for that purpose. Okay, that actually didn't work. I need to do the spinny first. Okay. So here's what we gotta do. We're gonna go over here. Ow. Activate this bomb slot. That'll make things spinning, like a drill. And then that'll also set off a timer. Where we'll take this up. Activate the bomb. I also can't skip this because I've never actually done this in this file. But that'll break that rock and freeze the platform in place. So the way that we get up there is we need to boost ball up this little ramp thingy. Ah! There we go. And then we'll go through this tube and it'll spit us out directly on the top of that drill thing. Now, there is a way to get up there without needing to go through the dark world, like I said. And the way to do it is involving, of course, the screw attack. Now, this can be tricky. So let me kind of do that a bit. Ah! Dicks. I'm not going to go through the whole process of getting back on there through the tube, because you guys saw that already, so. There we go. And mine. And again, that was not done with Moon Jump, that was simply the screw attack. So if you want to get the Dark Burst without having to go through the hassle of the Dark Portal, that is the easiest way to do it. Alright, so now that we have that, we have the second to last missile expansion. Although I know that my missile count does say 255, which is the max missile total. Obviously, we got the first missile expansion twice through the 101% glitch. So, of course, that will not show up. Now, what we need to do from here, we still have to get the 2 keys. And we'll get the first one from the light beam side of the sand canyon, I think it's called. I usually call it the sand chasm. Through here. Whee! Kill a couple bats on the way. Nothing wrong with that. And as I mentioned earlier about the Luminoth key bearers, they will be in the room where, of course, there is a key. And if you see right here, because I came in here earlier, there's a key bearer. So we're going to head to the Dark World. But to do that, we got to go this way. Portal in the center. So in... not in there. Let me see. So in here is a Sky Temple key. In there is a Power Bomb expansion. And then, of course, there's another Sky Temple key in here, I believe. It's in the same room that we got one of the 3 Agon Temple keys. Which actually, I think, makes that the only room in the game that has 2 different keys in it. Never really paid much attention to that, but I think that's true. I find it hilarious how I said I was only going to do 1 video today, and I'm on the 3rd one. I guess I figured might as well get rid of it all today anyway, so fuck it. Okay, whoa, don't freeze on me now, bud. Making me nervous. Okay, I think we'll... yeah, we'll grab this first, because the room is literally on the other side of this door. right over there. And this is the one you can really get a good look at its disgusting, giant eyeball. So there's the first of the 2 Sky Double keys for Agon Wastes. Come in. Oh, wait a minute. Did it actually home in? Oh, it actually did, but not when I wasn't locked on. Huh. I didn't think that it actually had any kind of homing property. Will it actually do it here? Nope. Interesting that it makes me immune to the dark Aether atmosphere, but it still doesn't make me immune to, like, the poison from the whatever the hell those things are called. Alright, so in here, if you get the power bomb early, do not come in here until you get the light suit, because number 1, you won't even be able to get the damn key, and number 2, because I've had an occasion where I did that, and the key didn't even spawn. So yeah, and there's nothing you can do about that unless you saved before you did so. So yeah, just don't. Just take my advice and don't. Okay, do I want to go all the way? No, I can just literally cut back to the other direction. There's no reason to go all the way through back again. God, these things are annoying. You can really see Samus's eyes, too, when I do that. She has beautiful eyes. Or at least for this generation of games, I guess. Then again, the Prime series still looks phenomenal even today. You'll never tell me that this game and the others in the series don't look fucking great. Alright, so in the dark, polluted, I guess, purple drink, there's a power bomb over here. Now, if I get this, it's going to tell me that I have 100% of expansions, but obviously there's a missile I'm still missing. You see it does say 100% of all pickups, so if I were to go to the game, it would give me 100% completion rate, but of course there's still 1 missile remaining. Alright, so... Did I get them both? Did I get them both? Yeah, let me just check. Let me check my inventory. Inventory... Miscellaneous... Dark Temple keys... Dark Agon keys... Alright, suit expansions, I got everything. Morph ball, obviously I got everything there. Alright, so now we are done in Agon Wastes. So we can go ahead back to the light Agon Wastes, and then make our way to Torva's Bog, grab the 2 keys there, make our way back to Sanctuary, grab the last missile there, and then head to the final boss room. We are just about done here. Alright. Made pretty good fucking progress, didn't I? Okay, there's a portal directly over here, so I'm just gonna say fucking go this way. I find it strange that even with the Hyper Beam active, it's like, it doesn't affect the crystals with the Annihilator or Light Beam, but it does affect the light beacons. I still wonder what that is. Like, maybe, I don't know, because the beacon can be activated by any light or something. I don't know. These are questions that I'm sure not even the game developers could answer for me. Even if they did remember. Which most likely they don't. I mean, Metroid Prime 2 came out in 04, and Prime 1 came out in 02, so... These aren't exactly things that the developers need to remember. Hold on. What would be faster? Sanctuary. So I'll just head through Sanctuary, grab the last missile expansion, head back through the Great Temple, maybe? Oh. Yep. Wait. What did I do that for? I need to go over this one. I was thinking about using the damn fast travel teleport light thingy, but this is actually easier. Because the fast travel teleport light thingy won't bring me to the exact area that I need to be in, but this elevator should. Or at least more proximal to where I need to be. Also, I've had occasions where the game is frozen on me opening this door before the time you're supposed to have the power bomb. So, yet another in the long list of places you should be wary about if you're using the Phazon Beam cheat, or any cheat code in this game for that matter. Let's see if I can't pop open this door. I just tend to ignore that thing. I already blew up this thing, so... Come on, come on. Now we just gotta head this way. This is the last time we'll ever need to come back into the Sanctuary Fortress. Which, can I just say, is a really fucking cool name for a video game area. I mean, Torvus Bog, you don't really know what a Torvus is. Agon, I mean, you don't know what an Agon is, but you know instinctively what a Sanctuary is. And combining the words a Sanctuary and Fortress seems sort of like an oxymoron in a sense. Because if it's a Sanctuary, then why is it also a Fortress? Sanctuary is typically saved for, like, religious testimonies or some shit. Like, a religious testament's like a fucking building for the gods or whatever. And then, you know, Fortress is like fucking military stuff. Alright, so you see there I did grab the 101th. As you can see, my items on the top there, it says 101. It's the only way to get 101% with doing the glitch that I did at the beginning of the video. Or the beginning of the Let's Play. And again, if you want to see that done a little bit in better detail, I will leave a link to the video where I do it in both the GameCube and the Trilogy version. I will leave that link either in the description or in the card up top. It'll probably be in every video's description, so we'll just go with description at the time. Because I record these videos in the span of a couple of days, and then I upload them one at a time over the course of however many days it takes me to upload every one of them, so... Something I might say now may not be something that I say later on, and vice versa. I get things wrong, okay? I'm only human, damn it. I'm just trying to entertain you guys, you know, guys and gals and everything in between, apparently, because blah blah blah, politics and yada yada. Part of me has wanted to try to express some of my opinions on stuff like that, but... I'm not any fucking political science major, and that's really not much of a thing, to be honest. It just goes to show how little respect I have for the craft, if I call it that. But, you know, I'm no expert in these topics and stuff, so it's kind of hard to have much of an opinion. I don't really know what the fuck I'm talking about half the time. Alright, so now we gotta go to Torvus. And I'll go ahead and save the game at my ship because I have to head that direction now. I always wondered exactly how long it took Samus to really do the adventures in this game. Or the Prime games in general, honestly. And can I just say one more fucking time, because apparently I have not made it evident that I love this game's graphics, that this game looks amazing. Especially in HD. Good God, this game looks phenomenal. You ever played Metroid Prime 2 at 4K? If you haven't, do it. It's fucking beautiful. It's like all the fucking pixels just like melt. And it just becomes like one solid thing that just looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, I like Prime 2's aesthetic far more than Prime 1's, personally. because I love the industrial, organic, mechanical type of appearance, because each area doesn't feel like it's drastically different from one another. In Metroid Prime, and I can critique this aesthetic just the same as I can in Super, you know, the Talon overworld is a rainy grassland filled with lots of water, and fucking Phendrana Drifts is an icy tundra, Magmar Caverns is an underground volcanic system, Phazon Mines is an industrial mining facility, and the Chozo Ruins is a deserty, abandoned city, and it's like, those are some vastly different fucking forms of architecture. But in Torvus Bog, you know, Torvus Bog is a fucking flooded, you know, what used to be a forest of some kind. Or I can only imagine it was some sort of, you know, forest or something. But like, you know, Agon Wastes is, again, it's similar to Chozo Ruins. It is sort of a dusty, abandoned, but it's actually kind of a combination between the Phazon Mines and the Chozo Ruins, because it's very dusty and destroyed, dilapidated, but it's also very industrial, much like the Phazon Mines are, whereas the Chozo Ruins in Prime 1 are much more, I guess, bioorganic in a sense, because there is obviously architecture, but there's not much in the way of refined metalwork in the Chozo Ruins compared to the vast amount of refined metalwork in different areas of the Metroid Prime 2 of Aether. Because obviously, I'm in the Temple Grounds right now, and there's obviously foliage and stones and shit like that. Like, this entire area is like built on the tops of cliffs, you know? Not quite as high as a Sanctuary Fortress, but nonetheless, it was built on cliff areas. The Torvus Bog is built more towards the ground, and it's a very swampy, destroyed type of feel to it, with a lot of weird poisonous plants, but it still has a very organic type of feel. Also another key bearer there, so this is where another one of the keys will be located, so we'll go ahead and actually head through this dark portal that's going to be nearby here. The other key is going to be in the sunken area of Lower Torvus. So I'll actually have to head in that direction afterwards. But yeah, even Torvus Bog, even though it's very overrun by poisonous foliage and very hostile flora and fauna, it's still very mechanical. Like, there's clear architecture and metallics designed into the natural bioforms of the area, you know? I mean, it's not just a matter of, oh, this place is hot, and this place is cold, and this place is dusty, and this place is ruined, and this place is metally and radiation-y, and this place is fucking... You know, that kind of stuff. Like, with Super Metroid and Metroid Prime, to a greater degree with Prime, you know, it's very much that sort of... I hate to say one note, but it kind of is. I mean... Or no, not one note. Actually, Prime 2 is more one note. It's less diverse, but it's more consistent. And again, I'm kind of like ripping straight off fucking that video that I keep mentioning in this goddamn Let's Play. Seriously, go fucking check that video out by King K, okay? He knows what he's fucking doing. He doesn't upload that frequently, but I still love his stuff. That's pleasant. I also love that, like, the Dark Torvus Bog is, like, it's pretty much the same almost everywhere you are, no matter where you are. I mean, even if you're in Dark Torvus like I am now, it still looks nearly identical as far as color palette and aesthetic choices to, like, Dark Agon or whatever. You know, those other dark areas that they blend together, but that makes sense because the dark creatures... They don't give a damn about how their fucking places look. They don't care about architecture. They don't care about stuff like that. They destroyed an entire civilization because it was, like, biologically programmed by the Ing Master, the Emperor Ing, which we'll be fighting later on as the final boss, of course. You know, it's... I don't think the Ing are so much a hive mind as much as they are just an apex predator that is following its instincts. I mean, again, I don't really know how the Ing really came to be, Because that's actually one of the things that's never truly explained. I mean, the explanation they give you is that when the Phazon meteor, which becomes later known as a Leviathan seed in Metroid Prime 3, struck Aether sometime, like, some odd decades or centuries ago. It's never explained exactly the time frame. But some odd decades or centuries ago, the planet of Aether was struck by a Phazon-filled meteor known as a Leviathan seed, and the Phazon corruption that infected the planet split the planet into two halves of light and shadow, or light and dark, or whatever, how you ever want to call it. But the fact that there are dark variants of many of the creatures in the game, but there are no dark Luminoth, always confused me slightly, because, I mean, you would think that there should be dark Luminoth because, oh, there's dark everything else, but why aren't the Luminoth able to be possessed? I mean, the Luminoth are said to be touted with incredible mental capabilities to where they're not likely to be corrupted, but I still think that it should have been something addressed, and it wasn't. Okay, I think this is where the key is. Real quick, sorry to get off topic there, but because this has that one portal, this has the Gathering Hall. Yeah, it's got to be this one, because I think I have to go through a portal. Wait, no, it's where the Grenchlers are, so it actually should be this one, right? Hold on. It should be this one. I think so. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, so we are going the right way. But yeah, like I was saying, like, I know that the Luminoth have incredible psychic capabilities and great mental fortitude to resist corruption, but you would think that there'd be some form of, like, you know, corrupted life, you know, for the Luminoth themselves, but it seems that the Ing are the Luminoth, just a dark counterpart of them. Because just about every other creature, with the exception of, like, you know, I guess different variants of the Ing. Because the basic Ing are, like, the Warrior Ing. But then there's also other variants of them, like there's the Hunter Ing, there's the frickin', there's the Hunter Ing, there's the Inglets, there are the various type of Ing caches, like these things, Ing Sphere cache, and various other things besides. Alright. That should be the last of the keys. Yep, all Sky Temple keys have been found. Now we can proceed to the final boss. Wonderful. I don't know. This game has more context to it, or like more hidden context. I think like there's a lot more nuance to this game than I really understood when I first played it, fucking back in 2009, 2010. You know, because back then the game just fucking terrified me because I'm not very good at dealing with like dark atmospheres, or at least I wasn't at the time. I've played horror games since then, and been more or less okay, you know, but back then it was like, oh my god, I'm terrified of everything, including my own reflection. And that's not a joke either, I actually was afraid of my own reflection as a kid. Long story. Anyway, maybe I'll go through that in a video that probably will never happen, because I talk about that a lot. I do notice, I say that a lot, like, oh, maybe I'll do a video on this, and then I completely forget what I was talking about, and I never rewatch my own videos, so, meh. Whatever. I say many words, okay? These fucking Let's Plays are just... It's a compilation of Kevin's word vomit, essentially. That's all this is. It's word vomit laced over video game footage. That's all it is. But I'm actually surprised that really anybody watches this shit, but I'm still grateful. Alright, so the fastest way would be to simply head back from where we came, head back to the temple grounds, head back to our ship, do a nice refresh, then head to the Dark World and fight Emperor Ing, kill him, and then finally destroy Dark Samus' final form, and end this wonderful, amazing game that I cannot stop singing the praises of. I popped this game in a lot just to fuck around, because this game is just so much fun. I mean, I only really play games for two reasons. I either play them to distract me from how I feel at the time, or I play them because they're fun. And now, I mean, occupying my time kind of goes in with both of those things, but video games for me and probably millions of other gamers like you guys out there is a form of escapism. It's a form of, you know, just to kind of focus our attention on something else to where we can just have fun with doing whatever we want and within the confines of a mystical, magical, fictional term of worlds and blah, 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 that kind of stuff. And for me, Metroid in particular, because Pokemon satisfies my infinite desire to collect and strategize. But Metroid satisfies a couple of different itches of mine. Most notably, an itch that I have about, like, oh, can I just, like, go for it? Can I just, like, go for it? Seriously? Can I just go for it? Yeah, I could just go for it. I'm actually gonna not even bother saving my ship. I'm just gonna head right for the fucking Dark World. And then I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna head into... yeah, I don't want to make this video that... This video is already going on long enough as it is. I don't want to have this video also be the finale. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead to the actual Dark Temple, save the game, and then continue in the final episode, which I'll record right after this. But yeah, like I was saying though, real quick, actually no, I'll continue that actually in the next video, just how Metroid Prime kind of satisfies certain itches for me in video games. Like, each video game I play satisfies a specific desire I have in a fantasy world. Because I know most of you guys don't know about this, but I've actually been writing a book for the longest fucking time. I've been in love with fantasy worlds ever since I was a child. You know, whether it be from Disney, which is one of the things that I know a lot of people kind of grew up as their sort of fictional storytelling kind of things, or in regards to other fictional worlds where they just kind of get the idea to express their feelings and emotions in ways that they can't normally do. You know, just really cool stuff like that. Alright, all the T's have been returned. I can now enter the Sky Temple. Light! Now, this actually... Fuck, I started the video recording like 3 hours ago, I think? And I've already gotten all the way to the final boss. So I'm going to go ahead and finally call this an episode. So thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you guys liked what you saw and you want to see more, please consider hitting that subscribe button and leaving a like on the video to let me know if you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, this has been CBS. If you never find one video at a time, and I will see you guys in the next video.